re-gripping the putter, and it's a light grip. It's you know, that old sort of tube of toothpaste, but a great test I can give to people. If you held onto your putter like you would be about to putt and hold on to it and put the head in my hand here. This is my test. I want you to hold on to it tight enough so that if I tried to twist the putter, I can't twist it, but I want you to hold on to it light enough so that if I pulled the putter head, your arms will move. So see how your arms move there? Your arms are soft, but it's tight enough in your fingers that you're not going to let it twist. That's where I feel like you get the most feel. You're relaxed in the back of your triceps, the back of your arms are soft. That's where I feel like I get a lot of my feel and swing from. And you're holding on to it tight enough so that it's not too loose and too twisty. And that's a great key, putters.
When I putt, normally on a normal day, a normal tournament, I try to have very loose hands. I'm visualizing, I'm not very focused on my stroke at all. I'm only focused on, not even focused a lot on speed, except for when I'm reading my putt. And by reading my putt, that dictates my speed, which line I pick. So once I get up here, now I'm just concentrating on my line and the feel that I've picked out for that line, and go ahead and let it run.
The thing that gets overlooked in putting so much is the speed of your putts. Because if I hit this putt easy or firm, the speed's going to change. So I read my putt with speed in mind. And I'm not going to three-putt a lot if my speed's good. Most average golfers, you know, if you made a lot of putts from 5 feet and in and you didn't three-putt a lot, it would be a good day. But you don't three-putt a lot because you missed a putt 5 feet right or 5 feet left. It's because you hit it 5 feet by or left it 5 feet short. And it's hard to make those 5-footers all the time. So speed becomes the most important thing, and everyone just gets locked in and so worried about line. About that.
A putt like this, you know, I'm looking at a spot, you know, about 3 feet out, you know, the Dave Stockton approach, and he's one of the best putters I ever saw. And, you know, to me, this putt looks like it's going to go maybe just a wiggle a little to the right. So once I've established where I want the ball to go, then the mind's off as far as, you know, do I need to hit this hard? Do I have the right line? Do I not have the right line? There's no doubt in my brain once I figured out, okay, this is where I want it to go. And then the minute you hit the ball, there's nothing else you can control. It's all up to where it ends up going. You've already done your job. So that's the way my approach is to kind of putting. So I think this putt here is, you know, gonna maybe just wiggle a little right. So I've already made up my mind what I want to do. And when I get over it, I like to look at the hole and kind of take 2 practice putts, and then look at the ball, put my left hand here, and when I put my hand back on the putter, that's when I take the putter back. And I don't think about, do I need to take the putter outside or inside, or I don't think about any of that. So that's basically how I approach getting over putts. And I think that way you take all the doubt, you take all that out of your brain.
First third, the ball's going the fastest, so the break doesn't really affect it. Second third, it starts to affect it. Now the last third I'm really interested in because that's where the putt's going to turn the most. So I'm kind of watching exactly what I'm doing here, but I'm interested in this last third the most. But I am coming to the low side. And the reason I was asking you that is because I felt like you would circle a thing. You'd go and if somebody makes a mistake, if you look at it on both sides, high side, low side, on a putt that breaks 10 inches, you're going to mess yourself up because it's going to look totally different.
The main thing that I try to do is just stick with my routine. And my routine starts basically from the time I come from the very last time I come to here. When I start to go up to the ball, that's when my routine starts. And if you ever watched me, like in a tournament, there would probably be maybe a half a second difference in anything that I did, any putt that I made. Because my routine is that solid. Darn. Wait a minute. Because my routine is that solid. Damn, that was a great shot.
Next on the best of putting.
Putting is one of the reasons that everyone quits, really. But I never, you know, I had a few battles over the years with the twitches.